All right, folks, in this update, I want to talk about the XRP takeover, and I'm talking about the XRP Ledger community and the massive strides that we are making in the broader cryptocurrency space, specifically talking about the takeover of the consensus conference that we just had. And so I was, talking about this over the past couple of weeks about how, Brad Garlinghouse was speaking, David Schwartz was speaking. Ripple and the XRP Ledger had this huge whole setup at consensus, and it really looked like we were taking it over. Well, I came across this clip, which Digital Asset Investor clipped up from Ray Fuentes interviewing our good friends Molly Elmore and Jimmy Vallée. And in this video, Molly even mentions that on the back of all of the seats at consensus was XRP Ledger ads. And I've been sharing too, mainstream crypto websites where they're talking about the XRP, Cardano, and Solana ETFs and stuff, how they didn't want to mention XRP at all, but Ripple had bought ad slots within all these web pages, advertising the XRP ledger. And so the takeover for XRP is happening right now. It is here. Many people can't see it because they're being distracted by all this other crazy stuff going on in the place. But I wanted to play two different clips. The first clip is from The Big Short, and it's the clip of the hedge funds going around, and basically they're exploring. They wanted to get boots on the ground in Florida to see the real estate market, speak with the mortgage brokers, and see what they had to say about this real estate situation. They were investigating and doing due diligence on their hypothesis that the mortgage industry was basically about to implode, right? And so the reason why I came across this is because QE Infinity shared this clip, and he said, "Such a great movie. This arrogance in finance is how we got here today. Wall Street has always been all about greed, but it was taken to another level in 2008. Unfortunately, balance has never been restored because there's never been accountability for the great financial crisis. And then what brought irresponsibility and greed to a whole nother level was cryptocurrency. And they tried to do regulatory capture. They sued Ripple. We know that. Gave Ethereum a free pass, created this token factory. And it's been a token factory of fraud, manipulation, and all sorts of schemes where they've been able to extract value out of the system and really put a bad name and a bad mark on the cryptocurrency space, right? And so I thought that it relates so well. I'm going to pull this clip, and you can hear, I'm going to play the first clip is the real estate agent saying how the market's just in a little bitty goalie, right? Just a little bitty goalie. And to me, that reminds me of all these NFT projects and all these meme coins and all this stuff, how, it's died out. Right now, we have a Solana meme coin craze that's going on, but NFTs across the board on all blockchains are struggling. They're down from volumes, from floor prices, right? The Bored Ape Yacht Clubs that were selling for $1 million are now selling for, I don't know, what are they, 10, 20, 30,000 bucks, right? And so it reminds me of the real estate agent saying, we're just in a little bitty itty goalie, right? And I relate this back to consensus and this whole group, which has tried to hold back. It's been all Bitcoin, it's been all Ethereum. And now we have the XRP ledger showing up, fueled by obviously spearheaded Ripple taking the charge and really representing us so well. But I want to play this clip for you guys. This is just hilarious to me. I'm going to play a couple clips here, and the language warning, I'm going to try to skip over some of the language, but there might be a couple things that do slip in here. But take a listen to this, folks. That reminds me so much. Everybody just needs to calm down. It's just a little bitty itty goalie. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm going to fast forward to the part where they ask, let's talk to the mortgage brokers that are underwriting these deals. Okay. I'm going to skip to this part. I'll relate this back to the crypto Joe Blow. I was living at my mom's house. Now I'm a meme coin millionaire. I dumped all these tokens on a community, and now I'm rich, right? I was a bartender. I was a bum. I was in my mom's basement. Maybe they're still in their mom's basement, right? But they dumped all these tokens. And then I want you to listen how they describe subprime loans and how that gives them more of a return. And to me, that just reminds me of like the rug pullers. Like, yeah, it was great dumping all these tokens with no value, but that wasn't enough. So we actually rug pulled our community too. That's what this, now that reminds me of all these projects. Oh, no, we don't have any utility. No, we're just a meme. No. Someone mentions utility, they laugh you out of the room. It's the same exact thing taking place right now. This is where we're at right now, right? Guys, with all this new wave, this new deal, it's a new way for the greedy to come in, take advantage of this space, and they're putting a bad name on it, but there's no signs of stopping, right? They don't understand that the SEC is building a case against them. They don't understand that they are being watched, that they have been set up. This is why I think that the SEC allowed this token factory to be created on top of the Ethereum free pass, is it gave them job security for years to come. Look at all these ICOs. Look at all the securities fraud. Of course we need to hire a bunch more agents. Of course. Now, I want to compare this though, because this was the comparison that I was trying to make here in this video, is when you go watch this clip of Jimmy Valley explaining what just took place at Consensus, to me it's the same thing, where the XRP Ledger community showing up, Ripple taking over, Brad Garlinghouse speaking, David Schwartz speaking, and setting the stage for the business community to come in. Those that are serious about utility, are serious about solving real problems, do actually want to use this technology to benefit humanity, not just line their pockets and you know, drinking their fruity drink, talking about the boat that they own. That's not what this space is about for me. Of course I'm here to make a bunch of money. Of course we're here to make boatloads of money. And maybe one of you guys will buy a boat. I'm not going to buy a boat. I'm going to come hang out on your boat on the XRP yacht party. But listen to the change. Listen to Molly Elmore and Jimmy Valley describe this change that you're seeing at Consensus, which I think is the same exact thing as it relates to that other clip I just played for you guys.
Any takeaways, significant takeaways from Consensus that you were surprised? Or
a couple of takeaways. One, Molly and I were there last year, and it was a very Ethereum dominated thing. In fact, I don't even recall. I know Ripple had like a booth, David Schwartz had like a developer kind of thing there, but
we had a dinner, and it was an XRP related dinner, and we were like kind of worried we would be sort of shunned because it was such a, you know, Ripple was still maligned at that time because it lost.
That has 180. This almost felt like an XRP conference.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
And a lot of the projects
chairs,
there.
The conference room chairs had XRP all on the back.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
they had a huge area with kind of all, you know, like Zonix and Palisades, and a lot of the companies that are working on the XRPL were there, very prominently featured. That was number one. Number two, there is this vibe that I did not pick up on last year that we've broken through, and it's kind of game on. It's like the business community and the developers are kind of starting to see eye to eye about the things they want to bring about. Obviously, real world asset tokenization was like the topic, the buzz phrase. So it was exciting. It was palpably exciting that we're kind of breaking through, and the days ahead are pretty good.
Now, what I love about this clip from, Digital Asset Investor clipped this up, and he says, XRP optimism alert. And I love this. I was just on Brad Kime's show the other day, right? And I said, Brad, are we still allowed to be bullish about XRP? Is that okay? Am I going to offend somebody? But as Jimmy says there, we've broken through the business community. Now, I know it's really cute. Vitalik on stage wearing, unicorns and doing his little Ethereum rap. That's really cute. That's all great. That's all cute. I like memes that make me laugh too. I love memes. Memes are powerful. Memes are an effective way to have effective change. I do believe that. But what's not funny is the token factory of fraud and manipulation that actually takes and sucks all this money out of the space and makes our space look like a joke. That's when it's not funny. And that's why I respect Ripple and what they've spearheaded in this movement on the legal battlefield, fighting for legal clarity, but then also representing the business, the institution, the enterprise use cases and utility that are actually going to move the needle and actually line our pockets in a way that's not selling to somebody who's just more stupid than us, buying a rug pull or some token that has no value. We can say that we're selling off to people that want to get in on this asset that has real world utility, that has real assets being tokenized and put on chain. That's the difference between the adults in the room, the business community, finally, seeing eye to eye with the developers and moving forward in this direction, right? And combined, this is what we need to focus on in the XRP community right now. We are respected at these conferences. We are not being laughed out of the room. In little Twitter spaces, yeah, sure, they're laughing us. The XRP community is being made fun of. We got all sorts of people that want to criticize and make fun of us. But what they can't come at us for is the fundamentals on XRP. What they can't come out at us for is say that nobody's adopting the XRP ledger. We have confirmed that with hundreds and hundreds of partnerships, not only from Ripple, but others that aren't even partnered up with Ripple, but are choosing to use the XRP ledger. And in fact, in one of my next videos, I'm going to be sharing, we have a new token, a new project that's actually coming out here that is actually going to put tokenized gold on the XRP ledger, and silver, I think, as well. So the wave of institutional liquidity, of enterprises showing up is coming, and the Ethereum folks, the Solana folks, everybody else, they're scrambling to make sure that their ledgers actually can stay running, that their ledgers can actually scale. And in the meantime, they're allowing all this fraud and all this stuff to take place, which I think hurts the entire space. But it's like the arrogance that you saw in that clip of the mortgage brokers, right? These guys think that the party will never come to the end. They think that the SEC will never show up at their door. I firmly believe that the SEC set a trap for most of these guys who are launching all these tokens, and even all the actors and celebrities that are dumping on their audiences too. I think the chickens are coming home to roost, and I think that we've positioned ourselves perfectly for that moment when the money flows out of, and even if the money stays in the meme coin space, have fun. The memes is only worth so much. What we're targeting, we know is worth trillions and tens of trillions. So have the memes, have fun. That's always going to be a market. But when you talk about solving trillion-dollar problems, it's a completely different situation. And that's where we've positioned ourselves perfectly. With legal clarity, all the utility being added to the ledger at the layer one, completely decentralized, ready to scale, unlike these others that are down every other week, can't scale, getting hacked, having problems, and a lot of the tokens being created are rug pulls and scams. So with that being said, guys, we're going to continue to watch what happens in this market. We got a big week coming up ahead. So make sure you guys subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our content. Got a lot coming, and I hope that you guys are having a fantastic day. We'll see you in the next one, and God bless. I am your host, Zach Rector. I really appreciate all of the love and support. If you want to support the channel, just remember that you can start by smashing that thumbs up for me, sharing this content far and wide, and everything else is at my website.